morning, and look how light it is. Yay, it's definitely getting into spring. Hey, big boy, do you know something's up this morning? Hey, Hugo, do you know something's up this morning? Yeah? Poor boy, if only you did know. You could say goodbye to them just now, couldn't you? Oh, hey Daisy doesn't need stress this morning. Look at the two of them. Hey Willa. Willa's like, I'm stressed, I've not had food. None of you are getting it this morning, I'm afraid. If the boss man can't, neither can you. No. Hey Clyde, what's up, big boy? Achoo! Bless you. Oh, you're so vicious, dogs. Hello, wee Molly. Okay, Willa, we know. Rick's wishing you good luck, Hugo. Hades is like, hurry back so I can annoy you. Yes, you can say goodbye to Hugo as an intact dog for the last time.
Goodbye?
No, as an intact dog.
You're gonna be a pussy! Yes, Willa! You're still gonna have his bumps?
Oh. Hugo's like, why is everybody fussing over me? This doesn't happen.
Just enjoy it, Hugo.
Have one last lick while you can. Right, have a good day. Ooh, that's a big bar of chocolate. See you later. It's frosty, I think.
Yes.
Bye. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all well. Today is Thursday, the 8th of February, and yes, it's the big day for Hugo this morning. Hugo is going to get castrated today. For anyone who doesn't know, Hugo's our Caucasian shepherd. We've had him since a tiny pup. The only one of our 5 dogs at the moment that we have had since a tiny pup. We've had Hades since he was about 7 months old, 8 months old, and he's still intact, but the rest are all older rescues, and they were all done before we got them. So, Hugo, big boy, he's starting to show a little bit too much interest in Willa, who is an older bitch. She has been done. She's not been in heat since well before we knew her, but he keeps annoying her. He's been licking behind her ear, and it's actually going bald where he's licking it, and yeah, he just won't leave her alone. So we spoke to the vet, and the vet said Hugo is 2.5 now. Even though he's a giant breed, he is now old enough to lose his man bits. So today's the day, folks. Today is the day. Really nervous, obviously, because it's an anaesthetic, and you know, nobody wants a person or a dog to go through an anaesthetic. Although Ranach, who was our Leonberger, he went in for just a small op. He was only 5.5, I think, when he passed away, and he was still intact, but he'd gone into the vet for an operation on his tail. He'd had a wee sore bit on his tail, so he went in and got that out, and it's not nice to laugh, but it was hilarious that later on that day he was falling asleep, sitting up and everything. I have got a short video on my channel of it. I'll try and remember to link it for you. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Hugo does anything like that or not. But yeah, so all the dogs are hanging around me because they're like, hello mum, have you seen the time? We've not had any food this morning. And it's because Hugo is fasting. The vet never said anything when we were in last week about preparation. So I phoned yesterday and she went, yeah, as long as he fasts from midnight, no food from midnight, he's like a gremlin. But he can have access to water, so that's fine. So Jack gave them a late supper last night. It was about 10 o'clock before we got their supper last night. And my dad's going to be watching the other 4 pups today while we take Hugo. So I'll say to him that he can give them something once we're away. That it's not fair to feed them and not Hugo. That he just wouldn't understand that. So they're not going to starve if they miss one meal. So the plan is I am starting to feel better. I am not 100%, but I'm definitely getting stronger. I was up for longer yesterday because I knew that I was going out today, so I've been trying to build myself up again. I'm definitely feeling more like myself. I've still got a sore throat. I still feel sick when I'm up too long, and got the feeling that I need to keep clearing my throat. And it feels like someone scraped my tongue with a razor blade, but other than that, I'm fine. So I've been up and got all my usual morning routine done, got Brooke all organised. That's her away to school, I'll be away to work. Clyde. And I am going to go and lie down for an hour now. Before we go out, is Hugo's to be at the vet for 11, so we'll probably leave at the back at 10. We'll drop him off and he should be ready to pick up sort of 2:30. So we will go and do bits and pieces that we need to do while he's there, rather than coming home and then having to go back for him. Because Jack was ill for a couple of weeks and then I'd been ill, we've not been out for a proper shop for ages, so we need to do that. We need to go to the animal station and get the dogs raw food, because we're out of that as well. Jack had to get a wee top up at Pets at Home the other day. So it's things like that that we need to do. I think they might nip into Dragon Aquatics as well, the reptile shop in Paisley, where we got all the stuff for Zana a couple of months ago, because we're needing more sand for his vivarium and stuff. So yeah, we're going to be doing all of that today. So I thought I would do a little vlog, mainly to see how Hugo gets on. We'll keep everything crossed that he's okay. Anaesthetics I worry all the time, but because he's a bigger dog as well, I always do worry. Big dogs and tiny dogs are always a worry. But I'm sure he'll be fine. We've got a lot of faith in our vets, they're fantastic. So right, I think I've told you all the news for the moment. I'm going to go and lie down for an hour or so, and then I'll come back to you when we are ready to go. Hey puppy, hey Clyde, yes, there's Clyde, there's a Clyde. Right, I'll see you in a wee while. He's watching for Grandad, there he is. There's Grandad. Come on puppies. Hades. Come on. Right, you're coming with us, Hugo. Go on then, we go in the car. He's like, where's the rest of them? I don't like this. I don't trust you. Go on then. Look, oh. Going in the car? Good boy. It's a chilly one this morning. -2. I pulled up at the vets for 10 minutes early, so Jack's taking him for a wee wander. Poor boy. It's a worry, isn't it? It's like your baby going in for an operation, and it's hard because he doesn't know what's going on. And I was just saying, we did have, oh hold on, here he's passing. There we go. Oh. We did have a soft inflatable collar thing for Ranach when he got his op, rather than, you know, you get a big plastic cone of shame. Because they're such big dogs, you know, the size of the cone has to be the bash off doors and everything. And I thought we still had it, but we couldn't find it. So I think when we go out today, we might see if we can find one. The animal station, I don't know whether they'll have anything like that or not. They do all sorts of natural treats and as well as the raw food, but they do harnesses and things like that as well. So they might have something. But if it was Amazon that we got it from the last time, and if I'd known we didn't have it, I would have ordered it before. But there's no point now, because you know, he's going to need it before. It might not come until 10 o'clock tomorrow night. So yes, we'll see if we can get one when we're out and about. But poor boy, hope he's okay. Keep everything crossed for him. Such a worry. Jack's been in there for about 10 minutes and I'm thinking, what's going on? And he's just sent me a photo saying he's had his sedative, so they must have let Jack stay while they were giving him his sedative. He's sound asleep. I'll put the photo in. Oh, poor boy. Brings back memories of Ranach. It was here that he ended up having to be put to sleep because he just took a funny turn one day. His heart just gave up on him. and we were in there for a good hour or so with him while they tried everything, and he was lying on the floor just like that. Oh, poor boy. But we ended up leaving him for the day to see if there was anything else they could do. It was during COVID, so we shouldn't even have been in. They actually let us go in. And then when they realised there was nothing they could do, obviously we wanted to be there when they were putting him to sleep, so they put him just behind that fence there between the house and the fence. It's a house, the vet practice. And yeah, so he was lying on the ground there. And me and Jack and Brooke were with him, cuddling him while he went off to sleep. Abby had already said goodbye. She couldn't be there when they actually, you know, gave him the injection. But it is quite sad being here, thinking back to that. That would have been 3 years ago next month, actually. Yeah. Anyway, let's think positive, because that's not going to happen today. He's just having a wee sleep, and he's going to wake up with 2 less lumps on his body, shall we say. Poor boy. Oh, we've been waiting here for ages because they were running late. They're always running late, but we don't mind because they don't throw anybody out. You know, they take as much time that's needed with the humans and the animals, so we don't mind waiting, but I hope he's okay. Anyway, I'll catch up with you soon. I think we're going to Asda first. I think that's the plan. And yes, I'll catch up with you in a wee while. It's 1:15. That's us at the animal station. Jack's just running in for the food because we need to pick Hugo up at 2. It was like 20 to 12 before Jack got out of the vet. And what had happened, they gave him the sedative injection and said to Jack, just sit in the waiting room with him until he falls asleep. And so Jack sent me a photo of him, but he said he should have filmed it because he was like, whoa. And then he sort of went to lie down, but his front paws just went blop. And he zonked. He was lying snoring. But then the 2 girls, the 2 lady vets, couldn't lift him. Jack had to actually carry him through to the room because he's just too heavy. So that's why Jack was so long in the vet. So yeah, it was about 20 to 12 that he came out, and they said, you know, hopefully he'll be ready about 2 o'clock, because the problem is they have got a recovery area, but none that's big enough for Hugo. It's all smaller animals. So they phoned there about 15 minutes ago and said he came through the op okay, he's just starting to wake up, and is it okay if we pick him up at 2? And Jack said, yeah, we'll be there. So we're not going to have time to go to Dragon Aquatics. And they did say just make sure there's someone with him all the time. Will you be able to see him in the car? And I said I'll sit in the back with him, so we'll keep an eye on him on the way home in the car, and then we'll just make sure that he's not left on his own. He should be okay, but it's just because they've not got the proper facilities for huge dogs like Hugo. But at least it's a relief to know that he's came through it and that he's starting to wake up. That's always a worry, but that's good. So we've had a McDonald's, but it's like everything's been against us today. After we got out of the vet, there was a tractor in front of us pretty much all the way to Asda, and then Asda was full of slow people, and McDonald's was mobbed, and we're like, oh my god. But never mind, it doesn't matter that we don't get to Dragon Aquatics. The important thing was Asda and the animal station. So when Jack's in, he's going to ask if they've got any kind of like better collar than the cone of shame that the vets give out. So we'll see. But yeah, next time I lift the camera, it'll probably to show you poor Hugo recovering. Oh boy. My dad's like, I'm going to be out of the house before you get in, because my dad can't stand like illness, operations, anything like that, especially when it's his big best pal. He's like, no, I can't handle seeing him like looking drowsy or just not being well. So shit. But yeah, So that's where we're at. I thought I would just update you, and I've just got a white chocolate and raspberry pie from McDonald's. I'm about to try that. I'll let you know what I think. That is delicious. That's it there. Yum. Really, really nice. Perfect timing. We've arrived here at 2 minutes to 2. So, yeah, turn you around so we can watch him coming out. I shouldn't laugh, but I hope he's funny. Oh, here he comes. Oh, look. Poor boy. What did they do to my boy? Oh, he's very sleepy. I was horribly collapsed right at the front of the car. He didn't collapse, he just sort of fell over because he's so tired. Look at that face. But the vet was there. And he was fine, eh? Dad managed to get you in. You're going to lie there, be a good boy. Oh, those eyes. He's like, where did my dad go? He's realised something's wrong. He keeps going to try and lick. So that's not a muzzle he's got on, by the way. That's his halty to stop him pulling when he's walking. He can't even hold his head up right now, never mind pull, but it'll help me to stop him licking. They didn't have an inflatable collar or a cone big enough in the animal station for him. Look at that face, oh my boy. It's heartbreaking for them, isn't it? You've got no idea what's going on, have you? You've got no idea. It's for your own good, son. And Willa's. Nee. Poor boy. Eh? Did you stand up and wonder why nothing was dangling? Yeah. My boy. Here he's coming. Look at that face. Do you see your dad? Oh. 2:45 and we're home. I think this is where me and Hugo are going to be for the next few hours. Eh, son? Just lie on the bed. Keeping that on so I can control his head a bit so that he's not trying to lick. The vet suggested later on we'll put a t-shirt on that way, like putting his back legs through the arms, just to stop him licking. But as you can see there, he got out the car and decided to lie down again. Didn't you, son? Yeah. The other dogs are a bit confused, they don't know what's going on. But because he's had the anaesthetic, he's not allowed anything to eat until about 7 o'clock tonight, and even then it'll just be a light meal. So the other dogs are due fed just now, so I was like, I'll come into the bedroom with him, I'm needing to lie down now anyway. I've done well, I'm not feeling too bad, but I'm definitely needing to lie down now. So I'm happy to just lie in here quietly with Hugo. The other dogs can have their dinner and stuff, and then once he's a wee bit more awake, we can integrate them again. We're just wanting to keep the other dogs away from him just now because they don't know, and they would probably try and lick him and jump on him and stuff because Hades is always playing with him. Look, poor boy. He's exhausted. So yeah, this will be us for a wee while. I'll come back and give you any updates as and when they happen. I'm not going to finish this vlog until tomorrow so that I can let you know how he is overnight and things. Because a lot of you have been asking after him. Hey, big boy. Big boy. He's a good dog. He's a good boy. It's about an hour later. He's starting to come round a bit and keeps trying to lick. It's such a shame. Every time I pull his head away, he's just doing that really high-pitched whine. Wish you could explain to them, eh? You know what it's like when you've got a wound that's itchy. Yeah. Sorry, puppy. We can't let you lick it. 5:30. He's a bit more awake now, aren't you, son? Slightly less agitated now he's back with everybody. Got his harness and his dogmatic collar off. Just need to watch him like a hawk because every now and again he keeps trying to have a lick. It must just get itchy or sore. Eh? You're doing okay, aren't you, son? You're a good boy. Still sleepy. You gonna have some dinner? You had yours. I'll give them supper just now.
If you want, Clyde's having the last of these.
Right. Is he only taking it if you hold the dish? Oh, the puppy cat, you quite happy lying there? Yeah, you quite happy? Hades is trying to get in to get you and you're like, nah, 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 nah. He's going under my wheelchair. How are you?
Good.
How was school?
Good.
Good. Oh, meow. Where are you going? Somebody was watching the vlog of when we got Loman the other day and said she couldn't believe how tiny he was.
Simba.
A good boy. You like lying in Brooke's room, don't you?
He stays in here more than he stays outside and he's an outdoors cat.
Yep.
Hades! You can't move your chair now, he's lying down.
Hades doesn't know what's going on, it's a shame. He keeps going over and sniffing and licking Hugo. His face, not his bits. Yeah.
Is that a good puppy cat?
Look at this, look. It's like I knew I'd get in. I knew I'd get in. No, you just wanting up on Brooke's bed?
Nope.
No, I want the cat. See, you're fine when you see him.
Normally tries to bite him.
It's just the fact that he runs.
Don't bite his ear. Hades.
Right, Hades, come on.
Hades, go, come on.
Come on, let's go. Oh.
Right.
Come on, mister, let's go. Right, you got your jammies on, Hugo. Eh? You got your jammies on ready for bed? Right, Hades. No. I think we should try and find some way of kind of tightening it a bit round his belly so it doesn't slide off.
No.
Would it restrict him too much?
Yeah, it's a shaking little slide.
Aye. His sore bit. Poor bit dog. I'm not laughing at you, Hugo. Well, I am a wee bit. A sheep. Oh, Hades. We're trying to keep everything calm and you just want to play. You staying through here? Or are you going through with Dad? Mum's going to bed. What?
I think he'll stay there.
Good morning, boss man. How are you feeling? How are you feeling this morning? A bit like that. He keeps diving around and then lying down and going to lick. He's definitely a lot more alert this morning, aren't you, big boy? But desperate to lick. It's a shame. Yeah, it's a shame. He ate his breakfast well though, didn't you? You were a hungry boy this morning. You ate it in record time and then got the hiccups. You did. And we've also got a puppy cat having a drink up there. And a Hades. Willa and Clyde have been through. Oh, is that Willa coming? Yes, she is. Hello, Willa, Willa. I think Clyde's back in his bed. So, today is going to be spent watching this one like a hawk. And Hades, because Hades keeps trying to play with him now, don't you? Yes. Yes. And he keeps trying to sniff his bits that aren't there anymore. I've not had a proper look at the wound yet. I've had a bit of a look, it looks okay. I'll talk to you all shortly about what we need to look out for. Yes. But it's 7:20, so I need to get on with getting stuff sorted for Brooke, Mr. Hugo, but I need to watch you. Not going to get much done at all for a wee while, am I? Good morning. So it's about 8:30. The girls are away, Brooke's away to school, Abby's away to work. I managed to get Brooke organised. Hugo ended up back in bed with Jack, so the two of them are lying through there snoring. We didn't have a good night's sleep, as you can imagine. Every time we heard a noise, it was like, what's he doing? Is he licking it? The t-shirt didn't stay on long. It was fine when he was lying down. I went to sleep with him on the bed beside me with the t-shirt on. But if he got up to walk about for anything, it just fell off. But it means at least it's something to kind of protect him a wee bit while we're sleeping. But every time we heard a noise, we were waking up. And it didn't help that Abby wandered in at 11:30 drunk last night. She'd went out to see her pal. Her pal works in one of the bars. So she'd went out after work, and 11:30 she came in. We'd just got all settled, and yeah, the dog started going nuts. Hugo was like, what's going on, what's going on? Typical teenager, typical 19-year-old anyway. So Jack's, he was up quite a bit with him, so he's having a snooze just now. Hugo's lying beside him zonked. The anaesthetic will take a couple of days to come properly out of his system, but he's definitely a lot more alert today. We gave him a small meal at 7 o'clock last night, like the vet had said. He wouldn't lean over to eat it out. He's got a raised feeding station, but even at that he has to bend slightly, and it must have been making his head woozy. He wouldn't do that, so Jack had to basically hold the dish head height for him, and he ate it. And but this morning he ate his breakfast, no bother. He was obviously very hungry because he ate it in record time and then got the hiccups. But he's doing okay. I have decided, last night I decided to go on Amazon to order another inflatable collar, because the stitches don't come out until a week on Monday. So yeah, it must be a 10-day thing. And I thought, they're only going to get itchier as time goes on. You know what it's like if you've had stitches before, if you've had a wound, the more it sort of starts to heal, the itchier it gets. So I decided to go on Amazon, and because he's so big, there were very few. I think there was only 2 choices, and I'm hoping that it's big enough. It's an extra large. I measured his neck to 21 inches around, and I think the collar that I've got goes up to 25 inches, so hopefully it will fit him okay. It will come tomorrow, because by the time I decided to get it, it was too late to get it today. So it will come tomorrow, and at least we'll have that for when we're sleeping or not able to watch him. And hopefully his stitches will remain intact for the full 10 days. We do need to keep an eye on the wound. I had a proper look at it there, it's looking fine. I didn't want to film it because I know not everybody's okay with things like that. I used to be a theatre nurse, so wounds don't bother me at all. And it's looking fine. They did say, I know the signs of infection to look out for anyway, but they did say there will be some swelling. There's no sign of swelling just now, which is good. There will be some swelling, but if it gets to sort of the size of a plum, it's fine. If it gets any bigger to like an orange or a grapefruit, it's time to take him in because there's too much fluid there. So we'll keep an eye on that. But generally, he should be fine. Other than that, he can eat and drink okay now. We still don't know if he's peed properly, because when he went out the back, he just came running straight back in. He sort of went round the back of the house and came running straight back in. But he didn't drink much yesterday either, so I'm not overly concerned. I put fresh water down today, as I always do, and he just looked at it. So I'm going to keep a wee eye on that, make sure that he drinks enough and that he's passing urine okay, because if not, I would phone the vet and say, you know, it could be an anaesthetic thing or it could be a complication. I wouldn't think so. I don't think they go near the actual waterworks side of things when they're doing it, but it's worth keeping an eye on anyway. But other than that, he's fine. What I'm going to do, I'm going to vlog again on Sunday probably. I'm going to put this vlog up today. I'm going to vlog again on Sunday, give you an update on him and just what we're getting up to, because yesterday was all about the zoo. It was all about the 5 dogs, a cat and the beer day, although I don't think I showed you Zana. He's doing fine. Zana's doing good. He's loving being in the living room and seeing everything that's going on. The bearded dragon. We didn't get to Dragon Aquatics yesterday, but we'll probably go at some point next week. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll vlog again on Sunday, that'll go up on Monday, and then hopefully that'll be me back to my normal routine of a vlog on a Monday and a Thursday, a Temu haul if I've got one on a Tuesday, and a craft and chat on Wednesday. Get back to it again after being not well. I'm definitely on the mend. I'm still not 100%, but I'm definitely feeling better. Yay! So I don't think I'm going to get much done in my craft room over the next few days anyway, because I want to keep an eye on Hugo. But other than that, at least I'm feeling better. That is the main thing. So I'm going to head off now. I don't know if this has been a bit long. I apologise if it has, but I wanted to document it all for ourselves. I always say that, you know, I do YouTube for ourselves as well as for all you lovely people who like to see what's going on in our lives. And there might be other people out there who have got Caucasian Shepherds or other giant breeds that are going to be going through this, and hopefully this video could help them. So if you do know anybody that you think this could help, please do share. Just hit the share button and then you can copy the link and send it to whoever you want. Right, I'm going to head off now. I'm going to go check up on them, and I will see you again on Sunday. If you've enjoyed this, please do hit the thumbs up button. Talk to me in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you later. Thanks everyone. Bye!